Story 1. In rural Montana, deep in a forested valley, there's a place locals call Black Hollow, a deserted village, where a church bell rings by itself. Even though no one lives there, no one dares to go there after dark. But in October of 2021, three college friends, Eli, Darren, and Maya, decided to prove the legends wrong. They were ghost-hunting YouTubers looking for their viral moment. They reached the hollow just before sunset. It was dead silent. The wooden houses were rotting, trees growing through the floorboards. But the old church still stood tall, black wood, broken cross and a rusted bell tower. The air was cold. Suddenly the bell rang. Dong. They looked at each other, nervous laughter. No one pulled it, right? They entered the church. Inside it was filled with hundreds of dolls, handmade, with sewn mouths and missing eyes. A circle was drawn in blood on the floor with words carved into the walls. She was silenced. She was buried. She remembers. Suddenly Maya screamed. She had stepped on something under the old floorboards. It was a human jawbone. Then the bell rang again. Dong, dong, dong! But this time it didn't stop. It rang faster, louder, maddening. Darren ran outside. He looked up and froze. There was a figure in the tower, black dress, long gray hair, face covered in a burial veil. She began climbing down, her joints cracking unnaturally. Maya ran but tripped over a doll. The dolls began whispering in unison. She remembers. She remembers. She remembers. Eli tried to pull her up, but something grabbed his leg. Cold, invisible, dragged him back into the church. The door slammed shut. Outside, Darren watched in horror as shadows filled every window of the church, dozens of them. Then silence. Only the bell kept ringing by itself. The next day, the sheriff found Darren alone, sitting in front of the church whispering, "We rang the bell. We called her." She never forgets. No sign of Eli, no sign of Maya. Just dolls. Two new ones, with eyes that looked real. Sroy 2, Night 1. The first knock. It was 11:42 p.m. Lisa was reading a book in her living room when she heard it. Knock, knock. Two slow, heavy knocks at the front door. She peeked through the peephole. No one. She turned on the porch light. Nothing but snowfall. Maybe kids playing a prank? She went back to her book. Night 2, the warning. Same time, same sound. Knock, knock. She opened the door quickly this time. Still no one. But this time, there were footprints in the snow, coming from the woods straight to her door. But no footprints leaving. She called the police. They checked. Said it might be a lost animal or a neighbor's prank. Told her to stay inside and lock her doors. As the officer left, he muttered something strange. If it happens again, don't answer the second knock. She was about to ask what that meant, but he was already walking away. Night 3, the second knock. Lisa was tense all evening. She stared at the door. Then at 11:42, knock, knock. She held her breath. Waited. Silence. Then, after exactly 30 seconds, knock, knock. This one was harder, angrier. She didn't open the door. Instead, she whispered, "Who's there?" No reply. Suddenly, the porch light flickered. The heater turned off. Total silence. Then, her phone buzzed. An unknown number. One text message? "You did well. Not tonight." She didn't sleep. Day 4. The truth. Lisa searched online. Keywords: second knock, don't answer, night visitor. She found a small Reddit thread from 2009. A man in Michigan reported the same thing. 2 knocks. Exactly 30 seconds apart. He answered the second knock. Neighbors said he was never seen again. Only the sound of his front door opening, then silence. And when police entered his house, it was empty, as if he never lived there. Night 5. She slipped. Lisa tried to stay awake, tried to ignore it. But sleep came anyway. 11:42 p.m. Knock, knock. She jolted awake. Looked at the door. Waited. Exactly 30 seconds later, knock, knock. This time, it sounded like it came from inside the house, from the hallway. She grabbed her phone. No signal, no light. Then breathing. Behind her. She turned, nothing. Then her bedroom door slammed shut. On the mirror, written in fog, "You opened it. In your dream." Final night. The replacement. Lisa never left the house again. Neighbors say they still hear the knocks every winter. But now, the new resident, who looks like Lisa, opens the door before the first knock even finishes, and smiles. Because once you answer the second knock, you're no longer you. Story 3. Daniel checked into the Silver Pines late at night. The elderly front desk clerk gave him his key and said, "Don't open the curtains. And whatever happens, if you hear knocking from the closet in the middle of the night, don't answer." Daniel laughed, thinking it was a prank. "Room 3013, the man added, handing over the old metal key. 11:44 p.m., first sound. Daniel settled in. The room was dim, musty, and stuck in the 1980s. Floral wallpaper peeling at the corners. Yellow lamplight buzzing faintly. He lay in bed watching TV. Then, a soft thump from inside the closet. He paused. Probably the pipes. Old buildings always made noise. Then, knock, knock, from inside the closet. He froze, turned off the TV, listened. Nothing. He slowly approached the door. Knock, knock, knock. This time, 3 knocks. He put his hand on the knob, then stopped. He remembered the clerk's words. He backed away. 12:05 a.m., temptation. Sleep didn't come easy. The knocks stopped, but now there was whispering. Faint, almost childlike. "Let me out. It's so dark." Daniel grabbed his phone. No service. He opened the curtains out of reflex, looking for the front office across the lot. But outside his window wasn't the parking lot anymore. It was black, infinite, empty, like the world outside the room had vanished. He shut the curtain in panic. 12:30 a.m., the choice. The closet door creaked open slightly on its own. Inside, total darkness. Pitch black. Then, a hand slowly reached out. Long fingers, pale gray skin, no nails. It tapped the floor softly, then pointed at Daniel. He backed up, heart racing. The voice returned. "You opened the curtain. That means you chose." The hand vanished. The closet slammed shut. 6 a.m. Silence. Morning came. The sun peeked through the curtain. Outside, everything was normal again. The parking lot, the office, the road. Daniel opened the closet. Empty. Just his suitcase. Relieved, he grabbed his things and checked out. Final twist. As he handed the key back, the clerk gave him a strange look. "You made it through the night?" "Yeah," Daniel said. "It was weird." The clerk stared. "No one's ever made it out after opening the curtain." Daniel hesitated. "I'm fine." He got in his car and drove away. But as he looked in the rearview mirror, for a split second, he saw a gray hand gripping the back of his seat.